Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. This is your English literature class, and today we are going to begin a new chapter Patol Babu, film star, written by Satyajit Ray. Satyajit Ray was a renowned Indian filmmaker, writer, illustrator, and music director. He has won many international prizes, including the Best Human Document. He was also a publisher, music composer, and film critic. Let's come to the title of the story Patol Babu, film star. We all are fascinated by film stars, right? Now just pause for a second and think, who is your favorite film star? Any actor or actress? Do you know anything about their journey? Or what do you think? What the story is all about? Patol Babu. Isn't it strange? Isn't it sound strange? It seems Babu named person is an accountant or any bureaucrat, but definitely can't belong to film industry. Let's explore it. Everyone knows a story has some characters. Here comes the main character of the story. As you can see in the picture, this is Patol Babu, who is deeply passionate for the stage. And there was a time when people bought tickets especially to see him. And the person sitting next to Patol Babu is his neighbor, Nishikanto Babu, who comes to inform him that he has suggested Patol's name to his brother-in-law who belongs to film industry. This is Naresh Dutt, director of the film, who gives chance to Patol Babu to act for his film. And these are some supporting characters who support Patol Babu that you'll get to know later how. Now the story outline. The story unfolds in different phases. As you can see in the picture also, there are phase 1, 2 and 3. Like happens in any Hindi movie, this present time, then all of a sudden character goes back to his past, then again he comes back. In the same way, the story unfolds and it is very exciting. Before I proceed further, students, I request all of you to take out your book, Gulmohar book, and open page number 39, the lesson Patol Babu, film star. Students, I give you a minute. Go quickly and get your book and pencil and underline the difficult words. Right? I hope everybody has opened the book. Let's get started. Paragraph 1 to paragraph 8 is when Patol Babu meets Nishikanto Babu, which is very interesting to see how beautifully writer has penned down whole situation. Paragraph 1, opening of the story. Patol, are you in? Nishikanto Babu, Patol Babu's neighbor, called from outside the door. Oh yes, said Patol Babu. Just a minute. Patol Babu came out with a shopping bag. What brings you here so early in the morning? I'm leaving for the market right now. Listen, what time will you be back? In an hour or so? Why? I hope you will stay in after that. Students, paragraph 6, underline this line. I hope you will stay in after that. See, this is where writer is throwing some suspense, where Patul Babu would be eager to know what Nishikanto Babu has brought for him. And I'm sure readers are also excited to know what's that. So here in this paragraph, Nishikanto Babu mentions about Naresh, the director, and describes the character, the main character, Patul Babu. And I'm going to read the text for all of you. Paragraph 6. I hope you'll stay in after that. I met my youngest brother-in-law yesterday. He is in the film business. He said he was looking for an actor for a scene in a film they are now shooting. And the way he described the character, 50ish, short, bold-headed, it reminded me of you. So I gave him your address and asked him to get in touch with you directly. I hope you won't turn him away. They will pay you. Of course. Students, I hope now everyone can imagine and can relate these characters with the picture I showed you. 50ish, bold-headed, short. You can imagine the picture, right? And in the last line of 6th paragraph, writer has also mentioned about the payment he will get after playing the role. So children, do you think Patul Babu is happy and excited? He must be, I believe. But what do you think? He is getting a chance to act in a film and he is being paid for that. What do you think? He is excited about the role or about the money he'll be getting? I think role. No, I think money. Think about it. I wish if I could talk to you face to face in my class. Anyway, let's move further to paragraph 7. After that, Patul Babu, who had not expected such great news early in the morning, that an offer to act in a film could come to him, was beyond his wildest dreams. Students, underline it. This is the phrase beyond his wildest dreams. It means something he had not dared hope for because it's impossible. Something which is beyond his imagination. Right? Because this was totally unexpected to him. So we can use this phrase whenever something happens which is beyond our expectations or which we think is next to possible. Right? So now he is excited, but he tries to control his emotions. That's what we can see in paragraph 8 when he says, I really don't see why I should say no, but let's talk to your brother-in-law first. So this is where he shows his casual approach. Students, pay attention. I have given you an assignment as well. So listen to all these points carefully. So in paragraph 8, there is some casual approach that reflects. When he says he'll see about the role, but he's actually super excited. Now in the next paragraph 10, Patul Babu couldn't control his excitement, which is being shown in his behavior when he mixed up his wife's order to get few things from the market, and he mixed up all the things, like he bought red chilies instead of onion seeds. Isn't it funny? वो चीज़ें लाना ही भूल गया. उसे ब्रिंजल लेकर आना था. वो लाना ही भूल जाता है. और रेड चिलीज़ की जगह क्या लाता है? Onion seeds. Amazing. And here we can see the fun element writer has given. So, with this paragraph, this is the end of phase 1. Here comes the phase 2. Paragraph 11. Now, this is the complete flashback. After getting the offer, he goes back to his past and recalls the time. Like I told you, it happens in every Hindi movie. He's thinking about the time that has gone. Right? Let's read it. At one time, Patul Babu had a real passion for the stage. He had a job in the old railway factory, but he was always in demand for amateur theatrical put up by the club in the neighborhood. Students underline amateur theatricals. Amateur means any person, anybody who is just a beginner. He is not the professional. Theatricals means theaters, drama, stage, like we have dramatic club in our school, right? So his name had appeared in handbills on countless occasions. Handbills means these are the small printed notices, small printed advertisements. You must have seen some invites where it mentioned the performance by so and so person. That is kind of handbills. And then his name had appeared in handbills on the countless occasion. Indeed, there was a time when people bought tickets especially to see him. Wow! The sailing had been smooth for some years. This is again a phrase. The sailing had been smooth. Underline it, which means his acting career had been progressing without any difficulty. But then again, there was some problems. As you can see in the paragraph, there is a word cutback, a sudden cutback in the office due to the war. So cutback means layoff. Reduce the number of employees in the company by the company. जब company कुछ एक employees को job से हटा देती है. So this is what had happened with him. And then this complete paragraph tells about the complete blend of the struggle that Patul Babu had faced in the past as he lost his job and he could not follow his passion, stage, acting, and he struggled so hard to manage his livelihood. मुश्किल से ही वो अपने घर का गुजारा कर पा रहा था by trying some different jobs. And that's how his acting took backseat. वो भूल ही गया था कि उसने एक्टिंग भी की है. Then after that, Patul Babu comes back from his past. Now the flashback is over. From paragraph 12 to 17. Now, Naresh Babu turned up to see him and made his offer. Whereas Patul Babu is surprised and he asked if he'll be all good for the part with some diffidence. Underline the word diffidence, paragraph 14. Diffidence means some lack of confidence. उसने क्या पूछा डायरेक्टर से कि क्या उन्हें वो उस रोल में फिट लगते हैं. And then Naresh Dutt cast an appraising look at Patul Babu. Underline this phrase, cast an appraising look. What does it mean? Looking at someone from toe to head as if we are assessing someone. किसी को ऊपर से नीचे तक देखना. He replies, there is no doubt about it. And by the way, shooting takes place tomorrow morning. Now they have shooting on the very next day. And then Naresh Dutt tells about the shooting venue, which isn't in any studio, but it's a public place called Faraday House. This is a public place. But he doesn't tell about the part. And Pattol Babu, he is excited to know what part he is supposed to play. And then Naresh Dutt, he prepared to leave. When he was about to leave, Pattol Babu, he asked anxiously, please tell me something about my role. Then Naresh Dutt tells, the part is of a pedestrian and absent-minded, short-tempered pedestrian. What is pedestrian? Pedestrian is a walker, a person who walks on the road. कोई भी चलता फिरता person जो अचानक से मिल जाता है. Just a walker. Now Pattol Babu is confused. Pedestrian? Then again another question arises. Pattol Babu wants to know about his dialogues and see how excitedly he asked in paragraph 21, I hope the part calls for some dialogues. Pattol Babu would like to know if his character has some dialogues. Of course, Naresh Dutt replied and left. Now, this 52 years old Pattol Babu is like he had been born again. Right? ऐसे क्यों लग रहा था उसे? क्योंकि जो उसका एक सपना था, जो उसका एक पैशन था, उसको लेकर वो बहुत एक्साइटेड था कि उसे एक नया रोल मिला है. Children, I'm really excited to know how interesting would be the role of a pedestrian. Will he get some dialogues? Let's see. You people keep thinking, I cannot read the whole story in a single tutorial, right? So wait for it. That's all for today. But students, don't forget to read the chapter Pattol Babu, page number 39, paragraph 1 to paragraph 22. And you have to solve a short assignment. There are some questions from this part of the story. Write some interesting answers and send it to your respective teachers. All right? Take care. Bye-bye.